Radiant Ramjet for the Glock 17.
Yep, here it is. Fully realized build of mine. I waited so long because this used to only exist on the 19.
Yep.
You know, and I waited for the long slide version of it, right? Long slide, the 17.
Yep.
And here we are. Wasted no time getting it, and
full size version.
Yep, exactly. Put it
As
together.
we say around here, you're a full size person, carry a full size gun.
Exactly. We make exceptions for the macro.
The macro is immaculate.
Yeah, quite nice. And now the fuse is just another thing that's going to take some more money from me. But we'll talk about that at a later time. We'll end up getting it. It's bound
So
to happen.
today I'm going to go out. We're going to go out and we're going to shoot the 34 and the 17 with the Ramjet. We're going to
see
how
what
it
we
goes.
do.
Yep.
With it, right? Because I mean, in our experience, I mean, obviously you've spent a lot of time with the 34. And no matter what you put your money towards next, you come back to home.
I just keep going back to my 34 over all the guns I keep getting and trying out from other people. The 34 has been the best for me, except actually the 17. The 34 and the 17 are
kind of apples to apples.
They're about the same as far as controllability. They just feel a little different.
Right. Like I got to say, the 17 just the return to zero and even quote unquote muzzle rise or flip non-existent.
Yeah.
And you can be fast with that pistol too.
Tracks fast.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've had good experience with it. So I figured, okay, let's bring more to the table, right? Like more of a good thing. 17 slide is just what I'm talking about here, established, right? Let's add an afterburner to it. Let's see what that does. We've heard nothing but magical things about it, so we're
it also looks really cool.
Yeah, I like the nothing crazy, just Alumahide, you know, cured it in the oven, just brand new Zev slide I wanted to paint.
Yep.
I like the two-tone myself, but I got another slide that our buddy's going to take care of for us, like machine cut and
Wicked Out Guns is going to work on that.
Mm-hmm.
And we got some more stuff coming from Wicked Out. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, you don't even know. Pretty fancy custom stuff.
Scared?
I wanted a Glock 19X, but I ended up getting the X carry, you know, for the 4-inch barrel and the longer length grip. But there's no Radiant Ramjet for the 320. The 365 got it.
Yeah.
But no, we got it here first for the 17.
Yes, I am very excited to shoot this thing. Man, it just looks so cool.
Yeah. Everything you like about the Glock, if you're already a fan of the 17, just plain Jane vanilla,
Yep.
add an afterburner to it.
I love Glocks. The grip angles really help me keep the gun down. You know, because what you don't want is your wrist to bend in recoil. And if your wrist is kind of flat, like most guns, then it has more leverage to bend. And if your wrist is bent, you can lock out these muscles in your forearm better and just manage to keep your wrist locked.
Mm-hmm. Just built into the gun. You don't even have to think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the, you know, age-old debate. 1911 grip angle, you know, a little bit more upright versus the Glock or
I will say
exaggerated Luger.
those do point more naturally, though.
1911s?
I think so. Those ports are big, though.
Yeah, it's got to do something. I mean, again, we're here for the Ramjet. We'll talk about, I don't know, take what you will from it, right? Are we upset that it didn't come out for the 320 first, as opposed to, I don't know, 17 getting theirs?
This is good. You get to get information and watch some cool videos in the background.
Exactly. That's us
sorry.
doing all that, right? Well,
you weren't in that one, but...
Right. Here we go. Yeah, so we're here talking the talk. The walk's happening behind us, so...
we're going to go make it happen.
Exactly. So, 17, Ramjet. We'll see if it's the bee's knees, man. I mean, otherwise...
If it's good, I'll get one.
Right. Right? I don't know. What do you got in that box? Right? I'll buy a gun for it.
Yeah, if it's good, I'll get a gun for this barrel.
Sorry, we're going to do a giveaway, but we're just going to keep it.
Oh, yeah, giveaway incoming. That's right.
Exactly, yeah. Let's give you a whole gun. Just give us the...
Prime Directive Solutions, Godspeed.
All right.
Let's get out to the range.
All right, y'all are waiting for it. The 17 Afterburner. Brand new slide, brand new optic on my tried and true 17. Yeah, she is ready to go. We're just gonna go ahead and see about where she prints on paper, and I'll be zeroing the target, the optic as we go on the target. So go ahead and join me for our first shots with the 17 Afterburner. I kind of just want to go offhand on some of that steel real quick and just see how close I am. Then I'll do the boring stuff off camera. All right, let's see, moment of truth. just high. Wow. The 17 normally already doesn't have much of a muzzle rise. Afterburner, it does more. If you already like the 17, it does more. As you can see, giant ports, right, as advertised. They do a little bit more to help keep that muzzle down. Wow. I'll just wait until I get this thing zeroed in, then we'll really get ripping. It's that, you know, target acquisition, shot after shot, how fast you can get back on target, that really tells you what a comp or ports usually do. So the 17 with the Afterburner, if you have a normal 17, just get it. It's just better.
All right, we're gonna try out the Radiant Ramjet on the Glock 17. Holy moly. All right, without a doubt, that's the flattest shooting gun I've ever shot. I've shot the Staccato XC. This was noticeably better. Noticeably better, and the gun is a lot lighter. It's a lot smaller. Glocks are a lot cheaper. You can set this up yourself. And I think you'll have a gun similar or better than an XC. The only difference really is going to be the trigger. But you can do a lot of good Glock mods for the trigger. Oh man. Damn, it is.
Wants to go fast.
Oh yeah. It is okay, so obviously the dot is not leaving the window. It's staying right there. It's just bouncing right on target. Radiant Ramjet, Glock 17. Woo!
That's the speed.
It definitely feels softer with the little weight. Mm-hmm. And the recoil pattern of the dot is super easy to see with the Ramjet on there. Like you can just see it going shoop shoop shoop. That was a weird sound, but anyway, you can see it very well. It's nice. Ah, boy.
Alright, that's me being dumb, but it's just giving it to me. Like, the double taps are insane. Let's go on paper right here. I'm gonna go for the upper left. I'm actually gonna try to not be totally dumb. Okay. Let's see. Can I get it on? There we go. Let's do that again. And let's do that again. Ah!
Where were we aiming at?
All in the upper left. The first one I left was the second shot on the first string of fire. The rest started to focus around.
Not bad for double taps.
No, not at all. What was that? Probably about 5 yards?
Yeah.
15 feet. So,
not bad for control pairs.
Right. That's what it is. The comps are supposed to make that follow-up shot a nice back to zero shot to take. And I don't know. Radiant makes it a pretty easy upgrade. Nice. At least a 5.6.
All right, 5.45.
4.5. Wow. Good stuff.
Shooter ready.
Ready.
Stand by.
Damn. Well, whatever. What was that last shot?
6.25.
Let's try that again.
Shooter, are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by.
Ah. That's probably the same. Maybe a little bit slower.
5.89.
Yeah, a little bit slower. All right, no big deal. That's it. I'll do better in the daytime.
All right, sweet. Well, what do we think?
All right, we took it out to the range.
Mm-hmm.
The Radiant and Ramjet Combo on the Glock 17.
You know, clarify this for me. What's the implication there? That there is just a standalone barrel and then the Ramjet's this?
There is not. You cannot purchase them
Right. I was looking at that. I'm like, what's this language mean? But
I don't even know why they separate them.
Right.
They should just call
Two
it
for the price of one. It's a good deal.
They should just call it
I
a
feel good
system.
about it. Right. Well,
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah,
After
we do.
shooting that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the consensus is pretty much it's incredible.
Yeah. I mean, like we have said before, like the 17, already great. You know, it's up to you to do the work.
17 is pretty much already my favorite gun.
Yeah.
The 17 and 34 to me are kind of synonymous. They're kind of the same thing. Although I think the return is a little better on the 17.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's just less mass moving, and the return to target for me was something I felt better with the 17. You know, even without an optic, just the fiber optic front post, just that was how I ran it for a long time. And yeah, show 'em.
Yep.
But
And this Ramjet, what it did to
I own the thing, so I'm just like, oh yeah, it's chilling. But
yeah, what it did to the 17 recoil was basically sprinkle some magic on it. It felt way. The 17 was already nice, and then it just made it perfect. Is what it felt like.
yeah, it made a good thing even better.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The return to zero was immediate. It in hand, it felt like it barely recoiled. On video / watching someone else, it doesn't look like it's
Right.
recoiling at
And
all.
if you need more evidence, like apparent to yourself, that hollow sun with that giant window, that dot never left the lens.
By now, you guys would have already watched the video footage of us shooting, and you can see firsthand it is it's something special.
Right. Like let's nerd out here on some high concepts, right? Like target confirmation, right? When do you pull that trigger? When it feels good to take that follow-up shot, or when you have a sight picture and you acquired something you feel confident about, right? I'm ready to send that follow-up shot. The faster you want to do it, well, it's more of a challenge, right? For me, it made sense to take that shot whenever I had close to near confirmation, not just, oh, time for his follow-up shot, right? Is my grip, is my return to zero, is everything good enough for me to not have to scrutinize, is my sight post lined up or is my dot back on target? That's the stuff that slows you down.
Yeah.
But because my dot is still in the lens and this Ramjet is keeping the nose down and helping with that, I am confirming that next shot and taking a very quick split. Again, the video footage will show that I'm shooting as quick as somebody who's predictively shooting. Again, if you don't know these concepts, get familiar with it because this is what separates.
We're going to break some of that down, but
Yeah.
you can see it on YouTube as well. There's other people explaining predictive shooting.
Exactly. And I'm doing it without having to predict it, which is probably a handicap that this gun shoots so flat, which is why there's comp divisions, you know. But, oh my God, talk about making it effortless.
Yeah, man. It took an already great gun to the next level. The recoil impulse, I wouldn't say it's on par with the XC. The staccato XC, I would say it's better. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, you shot that.
I've shot the XC.
Yeah.
It was good. I shot it at the at an instructor course. Super nice. This was better. I'm not even kidding at all.
The XC it moved more. Even though it was heavier and it had the comp,
It bounced more.
Yeah.
It did. There's no getting around it. It bounced more. This thing kept
Can't beat
kept it flat.
physics.
Something that I think might help people understand what a comp actually does to the recoil is if you loosen your grip while shooting. I should have demoed this, but if you loosen your grip while shooting, you're going to have, let's say 50% recoil, right? If you tighten up, you maybe can get it down to, 70%, keeping it flat.
Oh.
And
I was just going to say, on your note, well, we just showed max potential.
Yeah.
If you want to demonstrate what is happening, we can do that.
Once you add the comp on there, I honestly think it adds like 50. It feels like you're adding like 50 pounds of extra grip strength. That you otherwise
it's not
wouldn't
moving
have.
in that axis because it's controlled by another force, the jet.
Like if I add, so I use grippers, right, to work out with.
If you're not, start.
Yeah, it helps.
Yeah.
I use grippers to work on that grip strength, and I feel like if I'm squeezing a 200-pound gripper, that's as hard as I can squeeze on this gun with my left hand, and then the amount of recoil I can feel from gripping less and then gripping harder, my maximum, it feels like it almost doubles it with this comp on.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why it kind of equates for me feeling like it's adding more grip strength. It's super nice.
It's nice. Just another set of hands doing work for you on another part of the gun. It's keeping that part down.
Yep.
And
It's giving you help. It's helping out.
exactly. And with that giant window, that dot doesn't leave.
Mm-hmm.
So, and what works for me, right? What I noticed for me was, okay, I'm just taking follow-up shots as I'm confirming my next shot placement.
It really made
Quicker.
it easy. It made it easy, whereas sometimes you're like, okay, I'm following the pace of the gun. The gun is flat before you're
Right.
ready to shoot again, so you just keep pulling as fast as
Right.
you can.
You can just be like, oh, this just feels right. Let's keep sending it.
Exactly.
And it just doesn't go haywire. It doesn't climb away from you. It doesn't run away.
Exactly. I want to address some of the complaints that people have about the Ramjet, and I think generally comps and ports in general, is people were saying the flash was kind of blowing their sight out or whatever, or they couldn't see the target because of the flash. I didn't have that problem. We were shooting basically at dusk, kind of at night, and I didn't even notice the flash really.
No.
I didn't even notice it. The sound, people actually will complain about the sound being.
It's a gun going off. That's all. I wouldn't have thought anything if he didn't mention it.
Yeah.
That's.
I've heard people say that with the comp on it, it's louder, and some might even say too loud, which I didn't even notice a difference of the sound.
No.
So
Yeah.
not really a problem.
Yeah. Negatives. I mean, what puts you into a different division competition? If you care about that sort of thing.
It'll put you into debt if you're broke.
Yeah.
It's not even that expensive, really.
Paired with one of the more accessible guns cost-wise. I mean, a Glock.
Yep.
I mean, we're saying it beats out an XC. You're claiming that, and I believe it too, because an XC, a $4,500 gun, isn't the the end game for a lot of people. Why? Because it's a 1911 double stack. Because of the weight. It doesn't cure. I mean, you'll hear this all the time. It's like if your skills aren't there, it's not going to do anything for you.
Totally.
But even at your skill level, it's like it's also not doing anything. Next level, game changing for you. This somehow does.
Yeah, it makes it easy.
Yeah.
Ultimate build. Should I save it for later? Because mine is still coming.
Yeah, we'll save that one.
Okay.
Keep it under wraps.
More to come.
Absolutely.
More to come.
Mm-hmm. Stick around. We'll keep doing reviews. We'll show you guys what all these products and more do.
Have you ever seen this before? You've probably never even seen
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Don't say what it is.
Mm.
Don't say what it is. But
yeah, name it in the comments. We'll give you kudos if you know what it is.
Yeah, good idea. Stick around, and we're gonna have a review on this as well.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for watching.